My fellow Corolla hatchback enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I have cool videos for the Corolla E210 hatchback. I have videos on upgrades and I have videos on maintenance, so make sure you subscribe by hitting the button down below to see more videos like this. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you how I do the oil change on the Corolla hatchback. Now, as always, I have placed links in the description down below to the parts that I use, to the tools that I use, in case you wanna look at those and acquire some for yourself. To get access to the oil drain plug and oil filter, I gotta remove this plastic panel. Now, the panel is held with only 4 bolts, so I'm just gonna use this tool and get these 4 bolts out of the way. Now here comes the oil drain plug. And when I do the oil change on my car, I like to warm up the engine a little bit. That way when I remove this plug, the oil is gonna flow out very smoothly and it's gonna bring out with it as much contamination and just a little gunk that is normally released when you are dealing with a warm engine. While we wait for that to fully drain, I'm gonna move over to the old oil filter. Now sometimes these filters can be stubborn, and if they're stuck, I like to use this little wrench right here, and this little strap wrench gives me a lot of leverage. Once the wrench strap breaks the oil filter loose, I can fully remove it by hand. And I do this a little bit slowly to allow the oil to flow out and not make a mess. Now I'm gonna reinstall this bolt. Now there is a crush washer that you see right there, and Toyota actually recommends that that washer be replaced every single time. I just inspect mine. If it looks good, I reuse it, but I would change it every once in a while. It's not that expensive. I put a link in the description down below if you need it. Now here is the oil filter. This is an old trick that I always done, which is placing a little bit of oil on the gasket, and mechanics have been doing this for a long time. It helps to keep the oil filter from sticking to the engine. Reinstalling the filter is just a matter of turning it clockwise until it bottoms out. I don't go crazy tight on here. I like it nice and snug so it's not gonna come off, but not crazy tight where it's gonna give me a problem in the future getting it off. Now I just gotta reinstall this cover. Again, these 4 screws are gonna go in here, and when I tighten these things, I do them by hand. I don't want to strip. A lot of this stuff either goes into a plastic or into sheet metal, so it's very easy to strip them if I go too tight on them. Now I'm gonna add the oil, and Toyota recommends for my particular car, which is a Corolla hatchback with the 2.0 engine, 5 quarters, almost 5 quarters, and that is 0W16, which is fully synthetic oil. Lastly, I'm gonna double check that the oil level is correct. The car is on a flat surface, and I'm gonna clean the oil dipstick. I'm gonna reinsert it in here until it bottoms out. Then I carefully take it out, and I'm gonna look at the 2 dots. The dot on the right hand side is the minimum, the dot on the left hand side is the maximum. This is at the maximum, so this is correctly filled. Now all I have to do is reinstall this little dipstick and I'm all set. And that completes the oil change. Now I try to stick to the oil change intervals that the factory manual describes, but changing the oil more often doesn't hurt. In fact, it's cheap insurance to ensure that the car lasts a long time and the engine is gonna run very nice and healthy. But I have more videos like this coming up, so make sure you guys stay tuned, make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit the thumbs up button, please, if you found any part of this video helpful. That helps the channel. And thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.